What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Bullets Gotti. We live. Um, a lot to talk about. It's a lot of craziness going on in the world. You know, before we get into the topics, I was looking at something with Steve Buscemi getting punched in Manhattan by this this random guy just punched him. Um, Donald Trump going through what he going through with the whole Michael Cohen thing. I'm good, Queen. How are you? You know, this Michael Cohen situation with Donald Trump is crazy. A lot going on with that. You know, that's good. That's good. You doing good. Hey, y'all coming in here, smash the like button. Um, but it's a whole lot to talk about. But I just wanted to talk about them two topics: the Michael Cohen and Donald Trump. That case is crazy. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And like I said, the whole um, situation that's going on with academics. Oh, salute, big bro. How you, Mikey D? Salute to you, big bro. And I was looking at the news today. They got Gail Kim on Sports Illustrated. That's crazy. That's crazy. They had Martha Stewart. Now they got Gail Kim and motherfucking Sports Illustrated. That's crazy. But let's get into the topics that I want to talk about today. Smash the like button. Um, I think I'm gonna talk about this Tyrese situation. So Tyrese had a performance out there in Georgia, and salute, Polo the Don. Salute to everybody. Tyrese had a performance out there in Georgia this weekend, and basically, you know, somebody came to serve him. And shout out to his security. His security told him that the dude came to serve him because basically he said something about the dude, Brian Barber, and he was suing him. He had a lawsuit, a $10 million lawsuit on him. So Tyrese bodyguard informed him that basically, yo, dude is coming to serve you. Let's get up out of here. Shout out to Tyrese. He put on a good motherfucking show. Shout out Ray Ray. Salute to you, family. Shout out to Tyrese. He put on a good fucking show that he continued to keep performing while he was leaving the stage. That was some different type of shit I ever saw in my life. Tyrese was performing still. He was paused the performance real quick. He talking to his bodyguard. Security told him, yo, the nigga coming here to serve you. He hopped off the stage with the bodyguard and then kept singing How You Want to Act Like That while he was leaving the stadium. So shout out to Tyrese. That was, I never seen no shit like that day in my life. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I never seen no shit like that. Where you get served, paperwork served, and then you get up out of there. The security tell you, yo, they coming. And then you still performing while you being served. Shout out to Tyrese, man. That was one right there of uh of them all. But a lot is going on right now. A lot is going on right now. A lot is going on. DJ Academics. Let me talk about the academics thing real quick. So, what DJ Academics right now is going through, and I'm gonna just keep it real. This is why I tell people, man, you gotta be careful in this Me Too era because nobody is exempt. I'm just being honest with you. Y'all saw what happened to R. Kelly. Y'all saw what happened to Bill Cosby. You saw what happened to Tavis Smiley. You saw what happened to everybody during that time. And now we having another wave where these people is saying it's money and just putting a bullshit case on somebody. It's not a black and white thing. It's just a man thing. They just don't like certain men that's not with the agenda, and they're going to put this on you. So any man can get attacked with the Me Too. That's why I don't go with that jumping on people when it comes to this Me Too thing. So I was watching something with academics a while back, homie that was on his podcast. They had let go. Basically had some type of situations that was going on. Too fast, too furious. Salute to you. And what they basically was saying was this girl that's suing him said that he basically, him and the dudes that's on his podcast basically ran a train, and she trying to say that she was sexually assaulted by academics and the couple of the dudes that's on his podcast that be on his Twitch. They're saying that it was a train that was ran on her, and it's another chick that basically y'all probably didn't see the video, but the chick was on, I think, Tasha K, but she was on Clubhouse and she did a video not too long ago talking about they locked the door on her and they sexually assaulted her and all type of, they ran a train on her, right? So this chick is suing academics, right? Now mind you, y'all know me, I'm not with the kicking nobody down, and I'm not with the whole going with the agenda. A lot of people don't like DJ Academics. I don't have a personal problem with dude. He shouted me out quite a few times, but I don't have a personal problem with homie. Um, I just think homie gets the short end of the stick because a lot of people feel like he don't come from, the street culture, and he's not tough and all this. So they pick on him because of that. And a lot of people don't like him. So it comes to find out the same dude that's suing Puff, the same lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, is the same one that's going after academics. The same, the same lawyer. So academics is basically being targeted by this Tyrone Blackburn lawyer. And basically, this Tyrone Blackburn dude is a cloud chasing, ambulance chasing lawyer. He's a black version of Gloria Aldred. Okay? If y'all don't believe me, go watch a lot of the cases that he got right now. Okay? He's basically trying to make a name for himself, and he's a money grab lawyer. Okay? If you don't know he's a money grab lawyer, just look at what he did with the whole thing with Nicki and Zoo, and you know the thing with um Tip and Tiny, where he basically is trying to make a name for himself. And when you got these clout chasing dudes that's basically trying to make a name for himself, like Michael Avenatti, if you remember Michael Avenatti, who's now incarcerated right now because basically he went and was trying to extort Nike for millions and millions of dollars, doing the same type of BS. So when you have these like I said, these lawyers that's trying to get a bag, that's trying to get a money, they come on here and they basically try to make a slander campaign. Now, when I saw the name that was brought up, Tyrone Blackburn, I already knew what it was. I already knew what it was. I already knew what it was. When I saw the lawyer and I saw who was involved in his academics case, I was like, oh, that's Tyrone Blackburn, the same lawyer. He's feeling good. He's feeling good. Shout out to you, Sean. How you? How you, family? Um, he basically was trying to get a bag. You know, he's trying to get a bag, and you got to be careful when you see these lawyers that's trying to get bags. When they trying to get bags, they trying to get bags, and they trying to make a name for itself. You know what I'm saying? So once I saw who's involved in this, once I saw it's the same exact lawyer that's involved in all these other cases, I was like, oh yeah, this is a shakedown. This is an extortion shakedown on academics. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't peep the game and see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? They going around just doing what they doing, but it's the same dude. Like, I don't understand how this dude is involved with everybody's case. I appreciate that, Sean. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't understand how this Tyrone Blackburn lawyer is involved with, Puff case and academics case. You know what I'm saying? The thing that I don't understand is he trying to get a bag, and you gotta look. This dude is a known clout chasing lawyer. He's a known clout chasing lawyer. People don't peep it, but he's a known clout chasing lawyer. He is what I call, and I tell anybody this, I tell anybody this, he's an ambulance chaser. Once you deal with ambulance chaser lawyers, you know what it is. You know what it is. So this dude is no different than Mike Avenatti, who went after Trump, went after R. Kelly and all that. They didn't have no videos on R. Kelly. That's why R. Kelly may win his appeal, because they didn't have no new evidence. They didn't have no recordings. They didn't have nothing. What it was a shakedown money play. That's why you see with the Harvey Weinstein case right now, they're having a retrial, because basically in that case, they're showing you that there was a lot of inconsistencies. A lot of people don't understand, right? A lot of jurors, they go by evidence, right? If you have a whole bunch of people on the case that's talking and they're saying certain things, of course they're gonna go with the side that they feel is the right side. These dudes are shakedown lawyers. They going to get a bag. And that's what this dude Tyrone Blackburn is a shakedown lawyer. He's getting a bag out of this. You know what I'm saying? When I saw that the same lawyer that went after Puff is going after academics, I was like, I already know what this was. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just, they don't peep game and see what it is, but it is what it is. Dude is there to make a name for himself, to get his name on lights. Nobody knows who a Tyrone Blackburn is. But if you start doing cases like this and you start shaking down celebrities, eventually you're going to get what you're going to get. And this is the same guy that went after Nicki Minaj and Zoo, T.I. and Tiny. He's known for going after people to get his clout up. He's a clout chasing lawyer. You know what I'm saying? He's a clout chasing lawyer. And those type of lawyers are dangerous. Clout chasing lawyers. You know? And with the academic situation, when I saw who it was, what was involved in it, who was involved in it, what the case was about, I was like, this is the same case that we done seen before, and it's the same thing over and over again. Now, the thing is about this case is that it's a bunch of he said, she said shit. Like he said, he has cameras all over the studio. You know what I'm saying? He has cameras all over the studio. So if you got cameras all over the studio, you already know what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like academics because it's out of jealousy. So of course, a lot of these people that's doing live streams about them, yeah, they got academics, yeah, they got them. Yeah, he about to suffer the same fate as motherfucking Drake and Puff, and you know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people is so proud of cases like this. A lot of these women, you have to understand something. A lot of these women that's basically in the I would say the nightlife or just around the industry people, they are prostitutes. Okay? They're prostitutes. And a lot of them don't understand the answer no. They don't understand when you get paid, it's time for you to go. And they think that they are more than what they are, and they're not. They think that they're deserving of a relationship, and they're not. If academics was a regular dude, these women wouldn't cry none of these things that they cry. You got dudes out here that's really um assaulting women. If you look on the news in New York, a dude took a doggone belt and dragged a woman and sexually assaulted her. I didn't hear none of these movements talking about that. You know why? Because that's a regular person. But when you have a name and they see a cash grab, it's different. You get what I'm saying? It's different. It's not the same when you're a regular person. Okay? No, that wasn't Mike G. That wasn't him. That dude that got beat up in the that wasn't even in the Bronx. That was in Harlem. That was on 116th Street. And in that situation, um, dude sliced a young lady, right? Sliced a young lady in the back of her neck. 11-year-old child sliced her. He was running and said they was trying to kill him. What happened was they caught him and they was gonna beat him up. Yes, they was. They was gonna put hands on him, but the police saved him. The other guy, he did get caught, but he got caught Saturday. They caught him Saturday, and him in the Bronx, they didn't beat him up, you know. But in that situation, that's a sad situation. Both situations are sad. But I'm gonna say this, right? Because I'm doing a video about New York City, and I want to talk about that, just about the climate in the world and just the climate in New York. A lot of these politicians, right? They don't understand, and this is why I tell people, just like I was talking about with the Steve Buscemi situation, where you got a lot of actors getting assaulted that live in New York, like my dude from Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and many other good actors. What people don't understand, these politicians talk about bail reform, right? What they don't understand, the people that they're letting out off of bail reform is people that shouldn't be on the motherfucking streets. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, these are people that will rob, will assault your mother. These are repeat offenders. Like it don't register in their mind that what they doing is wrong. You get what I'm saying? And it don't got nothing to do with mental illness. It has a lot to do with people not caring. So when you have these individuals that's entering back into society or been going back and forth to jail, these dudes don't understand. These politicians don't understand that. Oh yeah, facts. That's what I was talking about. That when you let these people out, they're not going to change. They're not going to do nothing good. They're going to go continue doing the same type of crimes again. They're going to assault. They're going to rob. They're going to do everything that you see they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Like when the migrants was out here wilding, them dudes that was doing them same crimes, they was getting mad that the migrants was doing the same thing they doing. But you have to understand something. You know what I'm saying? When you have politicians that looking from a grassroots perspective, they're not looking from a perspective of the safety of the elderly, the safety of the children, the safety of people. These people don't care. They will assault, they will rob. People done shot little kids out here and stab them for their coats. You got people punching people in the heads. These are not people that should be on the street. These are people that's out here that don't care. They will sexually assault your mother. They will sexually assault your wife, your sister, women in your family. They will push in robberies. These type of people don't need to be on the street. It don't need no you get out on bail and then you go back and repeat the same crime again, and then you go back and repeat the same, go back, you get out because you got bail, and the bail reform just shows you that it didn't work. What it did was it encouraged people to continue to commit more crimes. And once I always believe in this, right? And I'm not a proponent for policing, but I'm a logical person. And when you think about law and order, it's about logic. You can't have like a law and order system and it's not balanced. You have to have balance. You know what I'm saying? Once you have everything chaotic, there's no balance, you know, and bail reform didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work. So now you got a lot of people that's out here wilding out. A lot of people wilding out and they going back and forth to jail. You know? People need to make a conscious decision. A lot of these politicians need to understand that the community is in fear. You understand what I'm saying? It's the people that's not street people. It's the people that's civilians. You know, because what people gotta understand, man, in these communities, there's not hood people in these communities that just like street stuff. These are people that go to every day, go to work every day. Because people think the hood or just urban environments is environments where they just get up, go to the store, leave the money on the table, smoke a cigarette. No, these people go to work every day like everybody else in every other community. So with them going to work every day, their kids in school, they busting their ass, they don't want to deal with them getting robbed, slashed, getting shot in crossfires. They don't want to deal with that type of shit. Because now when you dealing with that type of shit, you dealing with all type of nonsense. And a lot of these people just want to be in a peaceful community. And I tell people all the time, right? 2024 shouldn't look like 1994 or 1993. We're in a state where people don't have to sell drugs. People don't have to run the streets. People don't have to go and do none of that because you don't have an era. You're not in an era where it's no jobs out here. It's multiple jobs out here. It's a lot of jobs out here. People don't understand there's a lot of things to do that you couldn't do years ago. There's a lot of opportunities out here to make money. People make excuses and they don't have account. They don't deal with accountability. They make excuses. And there's no sense of making excuses in this day and age because we're not in an era where you got to feed by any means necessary. You got to feed your family. You know what I'm saying? And what people don't understand is people getting tired. People getting tired of these politicians and they are going to take the law in their own hands. You seeing it every day now. You seeing people in them stores killing people. You see people on the train killing people. You see what's going on. They're not taking it where they getting pounced on, dudes slicing them, dudes punching on them, robbing them. They're not dealing with that. They taking the law in their own hands. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be a minute where it's gonna really look like Death Wish out here. And dudes is gonna really be Bernard Getz. See, Bernard Getz was ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people got that mindset that they tired of, like, yo, listen, man, I'm going to work every day, and it's dudes that was formerly in the streets that don't like this bullshit that's going on. So people are going to take the law in their own hands if you gonna keep violating and keep doing them dirty. You know what I'm saying? People don't got time for this. Where dudes thinking, yo, I'm big bad. Nah, man. Somebody gonna answer that, man. And that's why people gotta realize that we in a state and times right now where we in dangerous times, man. You know, people getting fed up, people getting tired, and these politicians ain't doing what they supposed to do to make things right. And they putting people in life and death situations. Or I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I heard he got demonetized, but I didn't know his channel's still up. But I heard he got demonetized, but I don't know. But you know, let me say that about these dudes, right? The Zip with the Drips, the 050s. Let me say this about these dudes, right? A lot of these dudes got one-track minds, right? In our community, street culture has plagued our community in the worst way. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. A lot of communities, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of communities, the Italian community, the Irish community, the Hispanic community, the Asian community, you know, the Russian community. They all have criminal elements, you know, but they don't glorify the criminal elements like we do in our community. And that's just like with the rappers, right? They think the rappers is street niggas. And they don't look at it as, in our community, they don't look at a rapper as an entertainer just trying to make money. See, in them other communities, when they look at actors and singers, like Frank Sinatra, perfect example, right? Frank Sinatra ran with all the mafia dudes you can name, all of them. But they never looked at Frank Sinatra as a gangster. You know why? Because he was an entertainer. And in our community, we don't see entertainers as entertainers. We look at them as they equal to us. But they getting money. It's just they doing the same thing that an actor would do. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why people think our community is they don't have no order. They just move like savage beasts. They think we all uncivilized. And this is why you get a governor to say what she say out her mouth, that they don't know what a computer is. Because they think that we so barbaric in our community that we have a learning disability, that we are just like the mind of a person on in a maze. Like they look at us as a rat in a maze. Like we don't have a mental capacity to understand what a computer or understand the world. So they handicap us by saying, oh, they don't know. Just look at their communities. Just look how they act amongst each other. This is how they think of us. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember in school, the school teacher ain't know me. She ain't know my mother. But the first thing she said out her mouth was, did you eat today? Is your mother waking up? Did your mother get high? Why would you ask somebody? Like, and they only look at black children to ask them, is they parents on substance? Or is they feeding their kids? So this is why our community has to really, really level up from these stereotypes, because we just in this world, in this country, we are just looked at as stereotypes. These are why these politicians don't want our votes. They don't care for our votes. Look who they going for. They'll rather go for the Latino, and I don't have no issue with the Latino community, but they'll go for the Latino vote than go for the black vote, because in their mind they feel like the black vote, we don't need it. We know they're going to come out. We know they're going to come out. They're going to come out for us. We're not worried about them. But we want that Latino vote, because they looking at them, oh, those are your business owners. Those are your home owners. They get it. They're different from them. Why do you think these group of people don't want to associate with us? You know what I'm saying? They don't want to associate with us, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to associate with us because all they see is us as niggas. You know what I'm saying? Salute, Karim. That's what they look at us as that they could use us because they know we gonna go to the polls. They know we gonna vote, but they look at these people as, no, we gotta put them in a certain, we giving them a seat at the table. They not telling us one time they told us they giving us a seat at the table. None of these politicians, not a Trump, not a Biden, not none of them. They're not telling you they giving you a seat at the table. They not even talking about what we want, our policies. But they'll care about that Latinx policy because they all want that Latin vote. The Republicans, the Democrats, they all want it. Even our mayor. Look at the mayor. Look at the mayor. Who is he going? Who's he trying to get the vote from? He not talking about, oh, I want my second re-election. I want the black vote. No, he wants the Hispanic vote. He wants that vote because look at who owns all the businesses in New York City. They do. With the whites, with the Asians. They own all the businesses. So they looking at it, oh no, we got to get the Hispanic vote. We need that. We need that vote. They not once talking about, oh, we need the black vote. No, we don't need their vote. They time has passed. They washed up. They look at us as we washed up to them. That's how they look at us. We washed up. Oh, they washed up. We know what they want. We know what they want. They don't want nothing. Let's go for the Asian. Let's go for the Latino. That's why the Latino want to separate themselves from us. Let's keep it real. So, you know how that be. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. You know, a lot of people gotta realize, man, all this niggish, all this negativity, all this hood BS, all this I'm a real one, I'm a street dude, all that stuff is what's destroying our community. What people not realizing is we glorifying our demise and our destruction. This is why we can't get nothing right. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can't get nothing right. You know what I'm saying? How is all these groups, they basically leveling up, getting what they getting, and we not getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? The community's getting gentrified. The taxes are going up. We no longer the major factor. Just look at the politicians. Black politicians don't work for black people. They work for the Latino community. That's who they work for now. That's who they cater to. That's who they cater their votes to. They pass us. They tell us, oh, listen, just you got to work with them. If you don't work with them, we can't work with you. That's what they telling you. So we still losing. We still at the bottom of the totem pole when it come on a political level. You know what I'm saying? That all they could tell us is we gave you criminal reform. You know what I'm saying? We gave you this. We gave you that. But they ain't give you what you really need. Financial literacy. Economics. Understanding economics. How to build our community up. Nah, I'm good. I'm good, Nate. I don't got nothing going on with me. I'm good. How are you? God bless you. We was in the DMs. Hit me up on IG. I don't remember. You know? So a lot of these people, they done sold out. It's for the bag for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like I said, they don't come with no real institutional policies that we really need. Why is it that these schools that was predominantly us in these schools that when it gets gentrified, the kids can't go back in them schools no more? That those parents that came there and gentrified those schools changed the whole school around. It's things that people gotta think and say to themselves, like, wow, like we really so behind right now. You know what I'm saying? And this is why we can't grow as a people, man. Can't grow as a people. We can't grow as a people because they not gonna allow us to grow. And we still got that same mindset. The mindset is what's destroying us. You know what I'm saying? And they know that. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Salute to everybody, man, that's pulling up. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. So let me say this, right? Yeah, it's this worst enemy, man. It's this worst enemy. But you gotta understand, there's a lot of crabs in a bucket out here. It's a lot of self-hate out here. This is why you got these dudes. Like I said, these dudes on YouTube. All they keep talking about is street stuff. You know what I'm saying? Dudes is 50 and 40 plus. Some of them is gonna be 60 years old. And they still talking about Raggers Island, who telling, who snitching, who did this, who did that. They not telling you, like, yo, let's get into this financial literacy. Let's start talking about empowering the community. Let's stray the youth away from all this gangs and all that. Let's talk about bringing our people up and uplifting them. But no, they rather talk about the same things that they've been talking about 20 and 30 years that they still, that nobody cares about. You know what I'm saying? You don't have OGs. You got dudes that's just old goats. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. History. History was my history and reading. Yeah, the streets is done, man. Like, this is what people don't understand. The streets have been done since the 2000s. 2002, 2003, going into 2004, the streets was over. It was over. Okay? 2002, when the Patriot Act came into full effect, the streets was over. When the Patriot Act came in full effect. Once that Patriot Act came in full effect during the Bush administration, it was no longer no streets. That's why you see everybody caught federal cases in 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, because the streets was over. Once the Patriot Act was pushed. But these dudes is greedy. They don't understand the streets is done. They don't understand that it's over with. They still want to continue on. They don't realize in their mind that, yo, this is over with, son. Like, this is done. Like, what were we talking about? They gave us a run in the 80s. They gave us a run in the 90s. It's over. Gave us a little run in 2000. It's over. But they still don't want to, they don't want to face them facts. They want to continue to keep holding on. So you got dudes like 050, China Brim, and Zip with the Drip. These dudes is talking prehistoric to younger people. They talking prehistoric things. Okay? A lot of these young people, they ain't street, they don't got a street bone in them. Social media shows you that none of these dudes is cut out for any streets. Because look what they do. They snitch on themselves on social media. This tells you that this is, if I made a book, if I wrote a book, right? I would call my book Street Code for Dummies. Street Code for Dummies. It would be a bestseller. Because everything you see is a bunch of crash test dummies. It doesn't, I don't think it registers in people's heads. I don't think people is dealing with logic. I think a lot of people deal with emotions. And when you start seeing grown men and women dealing with emotions, they just look stupid. They just look stupid. Real OGs ain't talking about that dumb nut stuff that these dudes is talking about. Real OGs is talking about doing something positive for their community. Yeah, I know who he is. I know who homie is. I know who the brother is. He used to be on Fox News. I used to watch him. You know what I'm saying? Real OGs don't talk about this. They try to uplift and tell them stay out of the streets. But when you have people that's controlling the narrative and the message, what do you expect? You're going to continue to have these babies lost, and they're going to continue to believe that these dudes is who they say they are. And these are the dudes that's putting guns in the children hands. These are the dudes that's putting drugs in the children hand. These are the dudes that are sending your children on crash test dummy missions. And then you wonder why your kids is not doing good in school, or they keep going back and forth and getting incarcerated because they got these older dudes that's preying on them. They not preying on their own kids because their own kids don't got nothing to do with them, but they prey on other people's children. Let that sink in. They prey on other people's children to do dirt. You look at a lot of these kids that had these stepfathers. What do? They do things that they don't do with their own children to that woman's kid. So now that woman's kid is now, he joined a gang. He's doing things that he shouldn't even be doing. Instead of that man being a man, he's out here raising that child to be just like him. Fucked up. So sometimes, man, you gotta just look and just shake your head at some of this shit. It's ridiculous. But it is what it is. Now, let me talk about this Shannon Sharpe and the Shaq situation. I saw the I was watching a little bit of it on YouTube, and Shaq did a diss track on Shannon Sharpe. So let me say this. Shaq, I like Shaq. Shaq is one of the great businessmen. A lot of things been going on with Shaq. Um, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, Sean. Shaq and his wife, his ex-wife, Shawnee, she went on line and was talking about in her book that she never loved Shaq. She trying to do what Jada did with her tell-all. I don't understand these women. They start writing tell-alls and they start exposing who they really are. No, seriously, if you really look at it, a lot of these women that write these tell-all books, they start exposing the type of women that they are. It's sad though, but these tell-all books exposing who these women really are. We thought it, but now they proving it. So the whole thing, Shannon Sharpe and Shaq was beefing about Jokic getting the MVP. He felt that Jokic shouldn't have gotten MVP. I like Jokic, she's cool, but he felt that Jokic should not got MVP. So Shaq said what he said and started going at Shannon Sharpe, talking about how he was because he's a pro LeBron dude. He's a pro LeBron dude. He called him a LeBron sexual, because he's a pro LeBron guy. He's always been a pro LeBron guy. Um, so him and Shaq been going back and forth. He said, yo, Shaq was lazy and all this. And I'm gonna say this, right? When it goes to the Shaq laziness, right? Shaq, when he played basketball, right? Especially when he was on the Lakers and the Magics, Shaq wasn't really lazy. He started getting lazy, like, I would say, like the end years of being on the Lakers and then on Miami. But he didn't get too lazy on Miami because they was able to win a championship. But in his later years, he did get out of shape. He did become lazy. But if you really look at his time at the Lakers, he wasn't out of shape. It was, like I said, it was like that 03-04 season, like when they lost to the Spurs, and then when they lost again to the Pistons, that's when he really was like lazy. But I wouldn't say he's lazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a winner. He got 4 rings. He got MVP. So you can't call a man lazy when you got 4 rings and you got 1 MVP. And he went to Miami and he didn't have an all-star team, even though he had Peyton, he had Alonzo Mourning, but and White Chocolate was over there, Jason Williams, but he didn't have a crazy, like, star-studded squad when he was on Miami. He had a good, solid squad. And then he was able to win that ring that year, coming off of leaving the Lakers. So I feel like Shannon Sharpe was kind of wrong, but I understand he went at Shaq the way he went at Shaq because Shaq did disrespect to him. But let's just keep it real. Shaq was a damn good player and very entertaining. Shaq in his prime now. Shaq, when he played with the Magics, he's more athletic, especially when he played in LSU. But like when he got to the Lakers, it wasn't about athleticism. You know, it was, and he didn't even do that much athletical things during that time when he was championship Lakers. He was more the power man. He was on his power shit. You know what I'm saying? Banging it to the hoop on his power shit. But in the Magic, yeah, he was very athletic when he was with Penny. You know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing. But what people gotta understand is Shaq is a damn good player. And he's doing a lot for himself. And I would say in business, you know, with Papa John's and all the things that he's doing in the Fortune 5. Shaq is a smart motherfucker, bro. People sleep on Shaq, but he's a smart dude. He is smart about his money, okay? And what he has done on a business level is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of players. Like I said, Shaq, Kobe, Jordan, Magic, a lot of guys that you see, like even Kevin Garnett, a lot of these guys that you see outside the court, man, you be like, damn, these brothers did they thing with their money, bro. And Shaq is one of them that did the damn thing with his paper, you know. And a lot of people, you can't hate the brother in his hustle. He's a hustler. You know what I'm saying? He's a hustler. I mean, this dude has an extensive history. We're talking about music. We're talking about movies. We're talking about everything. You know, a lot of people just don't understand how great this dude is. Now, people don't like him for whatever reason. They cannot like him. But my thing is, when it comes to Shannon Sharpe and him, they both had their valid points. It was understandable coming from Shannon Sharpe's point of view, and it was understandable coming from Shaq's point of view. I feel like Shannon Sharpe, like Jokic, that's who he got, but he shouldn't get mad at what Shaq said about he felt that Jokic wasn't deserving of MVP. Now, if the man feel like Jokic is not deserving of MVP, he has his right to feel that way. Look, everybody thought Steve Nash wasn't deserving of MVP when he got it. They said, "Yo, that was for AI. That was for motherfucking uh 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 um Steve Nash." But you know, everything is not a popularity contest. You know, and everybody has the right to their opinion. Shaq had the right to his opinion. Now people say, "Yo, Shaq is bugging out for doing a diss track on Shannon Sharpe," but you know how Shaq is. Shaq gonna do diss tracks. That nigga love. He listen. Shaq loved to rap. He's a rapper. He loved to spit his balls. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? Oh, NBA coming back to NBC? That's dope. That's dope. Listen, NBA ain't been on NBC since 1998, 1999, 1999, 1998. So for them to come back to NBC that's legendary. That's legendary. You know what I'm saying? That's legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like NBA and NBC. Because you gotta remember, basketball used to come on CBS, NBC, ABC. Used to come on the major networks. And then TNT took over and in 98. But it was always NBC and NBA. But that's a dope move. But yeah, Shaq always diss people, man. Shaq been dissing. Listen, Shaq diss Kobe on stage with Corey Guns, bro. That ain't nothing new with Shaq. You know, they try to bring boxing back, but it I don't know, man. It doesn't work on ABC, bro, like it did back in the days. You got to remember, ABC. See, a lot of people don't remember this. A lot of the networks before ESPN became like the premier, even though ESPN always been a premier sports network, but a lot of the other like the local stations like NBC, ABC, CBS, even Fox was sports networks. You know, they played nothing but sports, especially in the 90s and even in the 2000s and in the 80s and the 70s. You know, but what happened was they just changed up, you know. What was that? That was like '01, right? JB, that was '01? That was '01, right? When when NBC and NBA was up there. That was '01. Cause I remember it was '01. That was the last time they played 2000, 2001. Yeah, I remember. Cause that's the last time NBC had basketball on there. '01, yeah, '01, 2000. Cause NBA stopped playing on NBC after that. Then it just strictly was ABC and it was ESPN and TNT after that. It was they didn't go on no other network after that. It was NBC, ABC, and TNT. You know what I'm saying? Come on, son. I remember the D song, nigga. It go. Yeah, that's how you know I know my shit. That was D song. They gotta bring that shit back, bro. My son Marv Albert, son. Yo, you know what's crazy? Marv was the motherfucking man, bro. Allen Iverson retired when he was like 40 or 30. No. Was he 40? I think he was 40 when he retired, Allen Iverson. Yeah, Jordan gonna cook your ass. When you hear that theme song, yeah, you know Jordan about to smoke. He about to eat food. That was the theme song, son. Nah, Marv, you know what's crazy? Marv Albert, the chick that lied on Bill Cosby was the same chick that lied on Marv Albert back in the 90s, if you remember, in the hotel room. Bob Costa, that's my motherfucking dude, man. Bob is still on NBC, man. He ain't never left, bro. Bob Costa been there for years and he ain't never left. Bob Costa, the whole gang, bro. Yo, if the Knicks could pull it off and they can win and get the W, and they can get the job done this time like they was supposed to do in '94 and '99. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, the Knicks will be unstoppable if they could do that. Yeah, the same chick. Nah, I don't pass judgment on celebrities, bro. I don't, because when you look at a lot of shit, especially back then, a lot of this shit is just a cycle. Women lying on men, putting babies on them. It's a cycle. I look at a celebrity as a human being, bro. They human beings. The only thing difference is they got money, but they human beings, bro. Most celebrities basically is happy to be in a situation. They could change the situations of their close loved ones and everything. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think, oh, yo, they got money. So they, no, bro. It's for the people that helped them when they didn't have nothing. So I don't pass judgment on people. So that's one thing about me. I don't do that. I'm not God. Charleston White. My thing with Charleston White, right? This is my thing with Charleston White. And I'm gonna tell people, I tell people this all the time about Charleston White. People like Charleston White, Jaguar Wright, um, Orlando Brown, just people like that in general that had a career, you know, and their career just went like that. It's because drugs, money, and all type of things, right? Tasha K and Charleston White is the same type of person. They just people that they could have did something positive, but instead they just wanted to continue to do negative, right? Charleston White could have had a better platform. He could have had um a successful platform if he'd have just talked like he was talking when he originally came on the scene. But when you indulge in negativity, you got to continue to feed that beast. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why Charleston White dudes like that, they got to continue to keep feeding the beast, feeding the beast, feeding the beast. Tasha K, she got to continue to keep feeding the beast. That's why she keep getting sued. You know what I'm saying? Messy leads messiness. Orlando Brown and Jaguar Wright, that perfect example of two people that could have been big, but what happened was egos, drugs, and all type of other BS F them up in life. So now they come on here on YouTube telling you their stories. But if they was not in that position, they was not getting high, they didn't have them big, huge egos, they probably would have still been successful and you wouldn't hear a peep from them. But when you disgruntled and bitter and mad about your living situations and your circumstances, because you didn't play your situation right, of course you're gonna be on here doing what you do. That's some Sambo. That's some Bojango shit. But anybody does this for the love of this, for the love, what they say, for the love of money. They do anything for that. Instead of them saying, you know what? Hold on, bro. That's not what it is, man. But they can't stop it because now they gotta keep going and keep going and keep going till they can't go no more. And I tell people this all the time. I would rather do what I'm doing than be out here trying to be not a clout chaser, but just being an agent provocateur. You're not waking people up. You just having people all lost in translation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't do with none of that lost in translation shit. I'm a realist, bro. You know what I'm saying? God gave me um breath in my lungs to have wisdom and to be a visualizer and observe everything around me. You know, people is just ignorant, and like I said, ignorance feeds off the savage beasts, and that's what those situations just show you. The ignorance of the people feed off the savage beasts. Is what it is. I think he should be in college still, man. He's not ready for the league, bro. You know, everybody understand, bro. You have to be a talented, real talent to go into that league. Cause you've seen it time and time again. All these young dudes that is hot in college is not great when they enter in that league. It's a select few that's great, and the rest of them is just, come on, man. I'm all for reparations. I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me say this about the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson thing, right? In my popular opinion, I think Mike Tyson's gonna win that unless they got a play that they don't want him to get knocked out. But I really do believe it's gonna be a TKO victory. I think it's gonna be just like the Conor McGregor fight. Tyson's gonna win. I think what they trying to do with Tyson in boxing right now, it's like the Rocky effect. Y'all love Rocky, right? Y'all seen with Rocky. You seen how Rocky made his major comeback, right? And he reclaimed the belt. That's what they trying to do with Tyson. They trying to get Tyson. Shout out to Mike Tyson. They trying to get Mike Tyson to go in there to fight for the world heavyweight championship because they don't got no. I'm gonna be honest with you. They don't have no great heavyweight fighters, bro. They got bums. They got bums, and they got exposed. Okay, no disrespect. I liked it. I liked it Wilder. Okay, I liked it. You know, Anthony Joshua. But when I saw these two dudes get exposed, right? And these dudes are supposed to look. Just look at Wilder, right? Look at Anthony Joshua. These dudes is tall, muscular. They built like Greek gods, right? But they lost to dudes that was out of shape. Dudes that did not look like how they look. Look at it. Dude lost to what's the Spanish, the Mexican guy, Mexican kid, Ruiz, I think his name was. Andrew Johnson got knocked out by him. He was a journeyman fighter. Tyson Fury exposed Deontay Wilder. These guys just showed you they were one-trick ponies, and it was just the look and the knockout power. But once they get in the ring with an Andy Ruiz or they get in the ring with a Tyson Fury, you start seeing they exposing them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think boxing right now, and I'm keeping it real, the promoters is fucking up boxing. Eddie Hearn, they all fucking up boxing. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is just not what it was. Okay? When you had people like Butch Lewis, when you had people like Don King, I like Al Heyman. I think Al Heyman is a great businessman. I think he knows what he's doing. He's one of the best black businessmen ever. People don't give Al Heyman his credit. I like Al Heyman. Okay? People say what they want about Al Heyman, but Al Heyman is a goddamn good businessman. People don't understand. He comes under the tutelage of Don King. You understand what I'm saying? And Clarence Avon. So he's a small businessman, you know? But let's just keep it real. Smaller fighters are doing better than heavyweight fighters. Let's keep it real. Featherweight, welterweight, light heavyweight, not even light heavyweight, just welterweight, lightweight, featherweight. They doing better than the heavyweight fighters. Middleweight fighters is doing better. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, I might, you know what? I might start talking about boxing, bro. I might start doing that on my channel because I don't really talk about boxing because, you know, I grew up a boxer fan. Like I told you, my pops, he boxed in the Golden Gloves. You know, I was around a lot of boxing. My grandfather was a boxer. So I really love boxing. I love boxing since I was young. I've seen the greatest fights ever. And I'm talking about the best era of boxing was the last great era was that 90s era. After that 80s era and that 70s era and that 60s era and that 50s era, the 90s era was the great era of boxing. And then the 2000s was also a great era, was like the 90s and 2000s was like the last great era of boxing. After that, you know, when it got to the 2010s, boxing just became a joke. It became a unanimous decision type shit. Every fight was a unanimous decision. You know, everything was a unanimous decision. Nothing went to a knockout. Nothing went to a TKO knockout. Everything was unanimous, unanimous, unanimous. If you look at every fight during them eras, the 2010s was all unanimous decision fights. A lot of those fights looked fixed. A lot of it looked rigged. A lot of it looked like dudes was just taking bumps, and you just already know when they taking bumps like that, you know what it is. You know, like I look at when I look at fights, I'm looking at like the era of we talking about Tyson, we talking about Roy Jones, Vander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Felix Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? We talking about motherfucking De La Hoya, B Hop, Hakeem Rahman. We talking about like real boxers, real fights, Riddick Bowe. We talking about things like that. When it comes to like, and I'm not knocking Floyd. I love Floyd. You know what I'm saying? I think Floyd is one of the best that ever did it. But my thing about Floyd, and this has always been my, come on, Pernell, come on, Sweet Pea, man, come on. But my thing with Floyd, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't have a hate for Floyd. I love Floyd. I love what he did, business-wise and boxing. But my problem with Floyd was, my nigga, why did you not want to fight Pacquiao when Pacquiao was in his prime? Why you wait? Peace to you, chillin' with love. Why did you wait to fight Pacquiao past his prime? Knowing, and not only that, Pacquiao was hurt. He should have gave that man a rematch, because 99% of the, let's keep it real, right? Pacquiao, in my opinion, was a problem. He had one loss, but he was just killing. He was decimating niggas. You know what I'm saying? Floyd was scared to fight that man. Floyd, I'm going to keep it real with you, right? And it's not to knock Floyd. It's not to knock and say, oh, Floyd just picked. No, I'm just going to tell the truth. Floyd fought a lot of dudes past their prime. He fought a lot of dudes. Like, just look at it. Pacquiao, when he fought Pacquiao, Pacquiao was just, what, he was like 40? He just had turned 40 when he fought Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? When Pacquiao wanted to fight him, Floyd was in his early 30s. Pacquiao was like his late 20s going to his 30s, right? He denied to fight Pacquiao. He denied to fight him. He kept saying, oh, steroids this, steroids that, making excuses. You know? Making excuses. And the thing with what people don't understand is there's been fights where Floyd been exposed. You know what I'm saying? Floyd got small hands. People got to understand that. Floyd been exposed in that ring. Don't get me wrong, Floyd is a great fighter. But even his pops said it. You know what I'm saying? He can't stand the distance. He can't stand the distance. He got to hold. He got to hold that ring. He got to hold it. You know what I'm saying? Manny is a heavier fighter than Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Floyd, and really and truly, Floyd shouldn't even be fighting in his division. Because if you really look at it, Floyd outclassed a lot of those guys in the division. Let's just keep it real. A lot of the dudes that he fought, he outclassed them weight-wise. Weight-wise. Floyd should have went up a little bit, but Floyd is scared to go up a little bit. He's scared to go into that middleweight division. He know he really should be a middleweight fighter. We're gonna be technical. Like, he don't want to fight a dude like Triple G. He don't want to fight none of them dudes. You know? But it's just is what it is. And I don't knock Floyd. Floyd retired, but don't retire and then you have an exhibition bouts with John Gotti's son, John Gotti Jr.'s son, and MMA fighters in Japan, Conor McGregor, when you need to be getting in that ring fighting real fighters. The champ is going to prove, like, one thing, people can say what they want, but Chavez was, listen, he had the longest record. Chavez had the longest record. Julio Cesar Chavez had the longest record. Okay? And he fought the top of the top. He was undefeated for a while until he lost. And he fought the top of the top. Rock Marciano fought the best of the best. You can't take that away from him. Floyd, his last fight, his last pro fight was against Berto. Was against Berto. No knock on Berto, but Berto is a journeyman fighter. He's a journeyman fighter. Let's keep it real. I fuck with Rock Marciano. He's a journeyman fighter. You fighting somebody like that, you should have been fighting somebody that's worth the challenge. Why fight? Why retire and fight Berto, bro? That's the thing that really rubs me the wrong way about Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock Berto. I'm not saying Berto was a trash fighter, but we talking about a journeyman fighter. We not talking about a top tier top guy. Because anybody could get, listen, in boxing, anybody could get knocked out, bro. Anybody could get knocked out. Anybody could get exposed. Don't get it twisted. You know? Don't get it twisted. Anybody can get exposed. That's just in boxing, bro. We done seen it. You know what I'm saying? We done seen it. In my opinion, I felt that Floyd should have fought somebody worthy of that caliber. You TBE, bro. You gotta fight the best, bro. You cannot. Come on, bro. Can't do that. And there's no knock on Floyd. Like I said, Floyd know what it is. When he fought Zab, when he fought Sugar Ray, when he fought my man, what's the Spanish cat? He beat Floyd. A lot of people say a lot of people, you watch that fight. Not Maidana. Maidana exposed him. But my dude, what's my dude name, man? This is early when Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd. He exposed Floyd in that fight. Knocked him down quite a few times. You know? So it's like, you know, people gotta understand. That's why I can't really fuck with boxing like I used to. I watch the fights, but I don't really care for him. You know what I'm saying? And even that shit with him fighting Logan Paul, I thought that, like, come on, bro. Like, you fighting Logan Paul as a top tier fighter, bro, he's an amateur compared to you. You understand what I'm saying? But I see what they doing right now in boxing. They need Mike Tyson to save boxing, bro. It's sad, but they need that man to save boxing. Because if you really look at the Roy Jones fight and this fight, they really using Mike Tyson to save boxing, and they want him to fight for the world title. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it may happen. You know, listen, they said George Foreman was old. George Foreman was the world heavyweight champion at 40 plus. Okay? He was an old man, but he was the world heavyweight champion at an old age. So it can be done in boxing. It can be done. You know what I'm saying? And I seen how Tyson ain't playing no games, bro. What you mean, nah? I mean, listen. Like I said, George Foreman was the oldest world champ. He beat Holyfield for the world title, bro. And he was an older man. Holyfield was younger than him, bro. So if he could beat Holyfield at an older age, we're telling you that Tyson can't get in the ring and beat Tyson Fury for the belt. It can happen. And he beat Michael Moore. Thank you. He knocked out Michael Moore. And Foreman was an older man when he did this. When he did this. No, but he beat Holyfield too. Hold up. Foreman beat Holyfield too. He didn't just only beat motherfucking Michael Moore. He beat Holyfield too. He beat Holyfield. See, people, and he beat Shannon Briggs. So what people don't understand is Holyfield, no, he was losing, but you gotta look. Foreman still won. And this is Foreman coming off of retiring from boxing And he came back and won. Now, Tyson could do the same thing that Foreman did. Foreman had the same, if you really look at Tyson and you look at Foreman's career is kind of similar. Tyson was undefeated. Nobody could beat Tyson. What happened to Tyson was he had an orgy in Japan with Bobby Brown, and that's how he lost to Buster Douglas. If Tyson was training and he was on his A game, he would have never lost that fight against Buster Douglas. Okay? And then, if you look at Tyson losing against Holyfield, he really didn't lose in the Holyfield fight. He lost the first one, but the second one, he didn't lose. Second one, he didn't lose. He bit that man ear. He bit that man ear. Because that man kept headbutting him. But if he didn't bite that man ear and he didn't keep headbutting him, he would have never lost that fight. But let's just keep it real. If Tyson was more motivated in that fight against Buster Douglas, he would have never lost. But I'm telling you, what they doing with Tyson, yeah, when he left Kevin, people got to understand, when he left Rooney, see, people don't understand. Kevin Rooney, Customata, they grounded Tyson to be a beast. He was a beast. He was supposed to be the next Rocky Marciano. He's supposed to be the black version of Rocky Marciano. Okay? He was a beast. What happened to him was partying, women, having sex. Alcohol, drugs, all of that. If he wasn't doing any of that, see, Don King broke him down. If he didn't affiliate himself with Don King, that would have never happened. The fight with Lennox Lewis, let me tell you about the fight with Lennox Lewis, right? The fight with Lennox Lewis is a perfect example of him declining. That fight showed you he was high off of coke, alcohol, indulging in outside activities, and not focused. If Tyson was focused in that matchup against Lennox Lewis would have never won that matchup. Tyson wasn't focused. He wasn't focused. And that's what happens in boxing. When you're not focused. When you're not focused and you're not on your A game, that's how they get you. And in that fight against Lennox Lewis, he wasn't on his A game. He got destroyed, because he wasn't on his A game. If he was on his A game, he would have never got destroyed. He would have never lost like that. He would have never lost like that. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. Lennox Lewis is not far from getting knocked out. You saw what Hasim Rahman did to him. Hasim Rahman knocked him out. He beat, I'm not going to lie, he gave Hasim Rahman a hematoma in the second fight, in the rematch, but Hasim Rahman knocked him out. He was cocky. You know? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to take nothing from him. I'm not going to take nothing away from him. You know what I'm saying? No, Tyson, jail, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Jail fucked up Tyson. Prison fucked up Tyson. Okay? Prison fucked up Tyson. Lennox Lewis is older than Tyson. A lot of people don't know that. Lennox Lewis is older than Tyson. Lennox Lewis is born in 65. Tyson is born in 66. You know what I'm saying? So he's like 1 year older than Tyson. Right? Jail fucked up Mike Tyson's career. If Mike Tyson never went to jail for that Desiree Washington situation, Mike Tyson would have still been, he would have been the man. He was killing it. Prison fucked up Mike Tyson's career. Same thing with, even if you want to go in hip hop, when Tupac went to jail, prison made him bitter. And that's what happens. A lot of times, prison fucks up a lot of people. Like Slick Rick. Look at Slick Rick. Slick Rick was on top of his game. Prison fucked up Slick Rick. Prison fucked up Slick Rick. Tupac was kind of lucky. He came out quick. But when Slick Rick did the second album, he flopped. You know? And then when he did the Behind the Bars joint, he flopped again. And then when he came back out, he had a successful album. But look how many years later. You know what I'm saying? Slick Rick on top of his game, nigga had a, what was 3 times platinum? 3 times platinum. He went triple platinum on fucking The Greatest Adventures of Slick Rick. And then to go to jail, you lose it all. Jail fuck up a lot of people, man. But yeah, let me get to this Meek Mill, King Combs, 50 Cent debacle. So I heard that. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all, right? I'm gonna be honest with y'all with the 50 Cent King Combs thing, right? I respect what King Combs is doing because that's his father. Let's keep it real. That's a fact. They did ruin Muhammad Ali's career. That's his father. He had every right to ride out for his pops in the beef with 50. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Meek, bro can't catch a break. Meek can't catch a break, y'all. Meek Mill cannot catch a break. You got Quilly going at him. Mike Knox just dissed him. He can't catch the break. You know what I'm saying? Meek is cool with 50. That's his means. You know what I'm saying? I don't got I don't got an issue with Meek. I think the thing with Meek is that Meek do things that just make him look bad. But it's kind of like fucked up what's going on with Meek right now because it's like the dude had like a promising like great career, and then I don't know what happened to Meek, man. It's just like Meek just, I don't know, bro. Like they just, and his whole city going at him. Like that's the crazy part. Like his whole city dissed him. Whole city dissed him. You know, but I'm gonna be honest about the whole 50 Cent Diddy shit, right? Even with Rick Ross and The Game, right? And even Drake, right? The Drake and Kendrick beef, like a lot of people like Kendrick shit, that's cool. But when you really look at it, Kendrick wasn't really saying anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? MVK ain't gonna always be blackballed. You gotta remember, them woo niggas run the industry. So they gonna always have him blackballed. You know, he's not, you gotta realize this, right? If MV King was affiliated with the Wolves, he wouldn't be blackballed. But when you got these dudes that these record execs, look who they signing. They signing Woo artists. You know what I'm saying? The DJs is align themselves with the Woo artists. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna be blackballed. It's sad, it's fucked up because a lot of those dudes is talented. They got tons of talent, great music. But the industry is dominated by Woos and nachos. You know, I fuck with Pop Smoke. I like Pop Smoke. Yo, son, you wanna know what's crazy? All my little niggas fuck with Pop Smoke, new Pop Smoke and all that. I never met the little nigga. I tell people all the time, that's one of the words. I was invited to go to one of his video shoots. My man had invited me to go. Right? He like, yo, I want to introduce you to nigga Pop. But I never got to meet son. You know, I heard good things about him. Heard he cool dude. My little man's T-Dot Woo was running with him. That's my little man's. You know, a couple of my little men's ran with him. You know what I'm saying? But I fuck with him. I fuck with him. I like what and he a Cancer like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Cancer, he a Cancer. So I kind of felt where he was coming from. And I understood why he had his issues with the the other side, right? Because he got smacked by a Cho nigga, from the kid Kiki, who was Cho. So if you get smacked by a nigga that's from that side, you have every right to feel the way you feel. So that's why he jacked the Wu shit, because them niggas was Cho. Now all them other niggas that's dick riding because they dick riding him. You get what I'm saying? And they want to dick ride the movement that Pop was out there pushing. Nah, nigga. Stand on the side that you was at. I don't respect them niggas. You get what I'm saying? I don't respect them niggas. I understand Pop. Nigga got smacked up on camera. Disrespected. He had every right to say, yo, fuck them Cho niggas. Niggas smack you on camera and it's on World Star. I remember that. I was the main one saying, yo, that's foul. You know what I'm saying? You had niggas like BMG Upper Class and all them niggas, they was violating the kid. I was like, nah, son, that's foul. They picked on him. He was a little shorty. You know what I'm saying? I'm older than the nigga. You know, he was like 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, Cat? You gotta link up with me, Cat. We gotta link up one of these days, Cat. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they smacked boy up on camera, man. That was fucked up, man, because he didn't deserve that. You know what I'm saying? He thought them niggas was, and they was older than him, man. That's the thing I didn't like. They was older than him. You know what I'm saying? The boy Kiki was like 16, 17 years, 16. He was 16, right? 16 years old. Pop was like 13 years old. They picked on a 13-year-old junior high kid, bro. I didn't respect that. I didn't respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas is older than the nigga. Y'all shouldn't be putting your hands on shorty like that. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why, listen, bro, it pays not to do people dirty. Karma's a bitch. Shout out to you, grown man business. Shout out to you, homie. Karma's a bitch. You know, and that's what happened. But nah, I don't got no issue with Pop. I don't even got an issue with none of them niggas in the 50s. I just tell people, man, you gotta be careful what you do to people, man, cause it come right back to you. You know what I'm saying? Homeboy became the biggest thing out there. And look, this the fucked up part about everything, right? The same niggas that was with Kiki ended up fucking with Pop Smoke. So look how life worked, and look how karma is. I might do it. I might do that soon. I might have a boxing discussion, man. I might do that. I might do that. But what I was talking about, the shit with 50 and Puff, right? So yeah, a lot of people say this Puff shit is about a female. No, it's not. People got to remember 50 and Puff was really cool. They was really cool. Really, really cool. Right? Really cool. To the point that 50 even said it. He was cool with that man. When they sent the videos of Cassie way back when before Cassie even got in the industry, before she got with Puff, when she was like in Connecticut or when she was doing her modeling shit, 50 supported the homie and ain't had that to be put out there, right? But I understand 50's great with 50, with Puff. I mean, the Rick Ross shit, you know, him co-signing Rick Ross and helping Rick Ross out, him and Jay-Z, you know. I understand why he's mad with Puff, because, nigga, you sided with, it's one thing the Mace shit. I let you rock with that. But it's another thing when it comes to this motherfucking Rick Ross, co-signing Rick Ross. And a lot of people gotta look, right? Niggas say, yo, the game is clout chasing Rick Ross. Well, what do you think Rick Ross been doing? And I like Rick Ross. I like his music. I think Rick Ross is dope. I don't get into all that, oh, the nigga's a CO, because nigga had a job, right? I just think the nigga should have been truthful. Rick Ross should have been truthful. If Rick Ross was truthful and said on his platform, like, listen, I got a job. This is what it is. You know, I'm working. It is what it is. But he didn't say that. He just said, well, The big homie put me in position. That's what made people feel some type of way about Rick Ross. It's nothing wrong with having a job. It's one thing when you don't be honest with it. And I watched this interview with Big Tigger back in 2009 when he was all theatrical on there. Instead of him just being straightforward and just keeping it a buck, it is what it is. But what helped Rick Ross was the DJs. The DJs helped Rick Ross. You know, the cosigns of Lil Wayne and Jada Kiss and Fat Joe and Diddy and Jay-Z. He had the whole hip hop behind him. Whereas 50 was like the bad guy. He didn't have the whole hip hop game surrounding him. Rick Ross had the whole hip hop community protecting him. So that's what helped Rick Ross be successful in the 50 Cent because 50 was going Ja Rule him. It is what it is. It's just he had the whole hip hop protecting him. But the thing with the Game beef is I kind of understand Game point. Rick Ross should have stayed out of that Drake and Kendrick situation. He had nothing to do with that. French still rock with Drake. It doesn't have nothing to do with you. You know, he was clout chasing. And a lot of times, Rick Ross has been clout chasing a lot of times when he has a project. If you really look at it, right? Rick Ross beef with 50 Cent was really should have never happened because you get mad at dude because of a certain look, but you gave him a pass. That's the thing that always get me with Rick Ross. Like, you mad at 50, and 50 gave you a look, but you gave him a pass. What did he expect was going to happen? See, Ross was thinking in his mind, oh, I'm a beef with this nigga to promote my album. But he ain't thinking that, yo, I done said some gangster aggressive shit that now it's off. It's no more rap no more. Now it's in the streets. That's what he didn't understand. If he'd have kept it rap and he kept it like, okay, I'm doing this on some marketing shit, it'd have been different. But he didn't do that. So that's why 50 took it up a notch on him. When he said to 50, I gave him a pass. I didn't like the certain look he gave me at the BET Hip Hop Awards. What did you expect was going to happen? So Rick Ross has always done publicity stunts to promote his album. You know, remember he did it with Trick Daddy to promote Triller. He did it with 50 and Trick Daddy again on Deeper Than Rap. Uh, come on, look at what's the joint? Teflon Dawn. He used 50 again for marketing. And then God Forgives I Don't, he used Young Jeezy and 50 for that. So it is what it is. And like the Game, I'm gonna say this about the Game, right? People say what they want about the Game, but the Game is smart. What he did was he put Whack 100 in charge of his money because he got that lawsuit with Shorty from the Lover Game, the reality show. He made sure he put everything in Son's name, but it's still his money. So Whack is out here using Son money to do businesses. So Game ain't broke. If Game could buy a Puff a Lamborghini, he not broke. Let's keep it real. Game not broke. Game got a lot of whips. He's not broke. Game got money. He just hiding his money so he don't catch no lawsuits. And I understand that. But I mean, Game got better music than Ross. On a lyrical level, Game is a better rapper than Rick Ross. Lyrically, he's better than Rick Ross. Like I said, Doctor's Advocate, Documentary, two classic albums. LAX wasn't a bad album, solid album. A lot of his mixtapes was dope. You know, so Game got solid music, and he picks great production. Great production. You know what I'm saying? I think Rick Ross, his beats is what protect his beats is what saves him. Okay, a lot of Rick Ross, how Rick Ross was able to win in music was his production and who he has on the record. So that's why, like, you know, he don't really want to go ball for ball with Game because he not gonna win that. Smash the like button, y'all. He not gonna win that. Ross got better, music because it's the production. It's the production. But Game got better albums. Ross got maybe, in my opinion, I think he got one great album in my opinion. Even though I like Deeper Than Rap, it was like a couple records I liked over there. Teflon Dawn, it was like a couple records I liked off that album. But like the only album I really like played of Rick Ross that I felt was like solid in my opinion was God Forgives I Don't. That's like one album that I thought was like, okay, this is a solid Ross album. But Game is he's not spanking Game. He not spanking Game. Game got a lot of records, man. I'm telling you, Game got a lot of joints, bro. Like Game plays documentary and Doctor's Advocate. He can win a versus. He can win a versus. If he played Doctor's Advocate and documentary, and then a little bit of LAX, he's winning it. If he played like those records, I think he could. Like Two Chains, like that Two Chains battle, it just didn't make any sense because one, no disrespect to Two Chains, but Two Chains was a group artist. He was in Player's Circle. You know what I'm saying? He didn't go solo until 2012, so he don't got that much like solo body of work. I like Mack. He cool. I like Mack. That's the boy from Jersey. But you know who I really like? That rock with Griselda, heavy. I like that boy Chase Fetty. If y'all don't know who Chase Fetty is, that boy fire. Chase Fetty. Chase Fetty is fire. You know. But yeah, like I said, man, Gang got good records, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, too good. Like I told you, he got two great albums, bro. I never said he got like three or four. He got two great albums. Doctor's Advocate and Documentary. That's Game's best two albums. I still play Documentary and I still play Doctor's Advocate. Those are my favorite two Game albums. Straight up and down. I love those albums. Just because of the production, just because of the flow, um, who he had on there. He get busy. Etho, my nigga. Nah, Kendrick, I don't get into Kendrick like that. I don't like Kendrick like that. I don't listen to Kendrick like that. I like the Kendrick like when he first came out, like Good Kid, Mad City, and Section 80. But after like that other shit that he was coming like the Pimple Butterfly and all that, Damn and all that, that's when I had to like say, nah, I can't fuck with some music. You know what I'm saying? Like like to me, I feel like Kendrick is not the best nigga out the West Coast, hip hop wise. Like I always say, like in my West Coast, my top opinion of West Coast rappers, like I always said, Game, Pac, but Pac is an East Coast slash. He's a hybrid of East Coast and West Coast, like Corrupt, right? Nipsey, you know, J Rock, Schoolboy Q, them my guys. Joe Blow, Filthy Rich, my nigga, Mozzie. That's who I fuck with. You know, you know what I'm saying? I like Jay Worthy. I like Jay Worthy. Jay Worthy fire. Jay Worthy fire. But Yeah, Game of Slaughter, Rick Ross, man. Like people like Rick Ross, but come on, bro. Rick Ross ain't that. He not that lyrical, bro. He's dope, but he. Listen, this the thing. I'm like how DMX said, man. Rick Ross talk about food too much. He talk about food, smoking weed, shorty, Rolls Royce. He's talk about that. That's what he basically talk about. Like nigga can't. I'm like, damn, nigga. Like every record is the same, bro. Like it be some records that he be like, okay, I fuck with it, but then it be like, yo, it's the same subject matter, son. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what be losing me. Suge speaking of facts, bro. You know what I like about Suge? Suge exposing a lot of niggas, bro. You see, Reggie Wright don't want to talk about what Suge's saying about him, right? They stole his money. It's coming out, bro. It's slowly coming out, bro. They putting the pieces to the puzzle. A lot of people love to say, oh, Puff killed Tupac. Nah, nigga, it was in-house. That shit was in-house. Let's really look at it like this, right? Suge basically exposed that the niggas in death row was stealing his shit, was stealing from him, was going to motherfucking basketball games with his shit. So if the Compton police is doing this, right? Reggie Wright Peoples, don't you think they know more than what you think they know? Pac ain't get killed by no motherfucking no gang member. What they did was they installed Orlando Anderson in the MGM Grand, but that wasn't no gang hit. That was like what happened to Biggie, a LAPD Rampart hit. And I always think about the Frank Lager situation, right? With gangs, right? He got killed basically because he fucked up. And they had to get him out the way. He was too hot and too obvious. So what they did was they got him out the way. They had to clean up shit. So that shit that happened with Frank Lager and Kevin Gaines was, we got to get you out the way. You doing too much. That was a cleanup. That was a cleanup hit at the red light. Come on, bro. Both of these motherfuckers is police. They know each other. That wasn't no shit like that. That was an orchestrated hit, my nigga. They got to clean up all loose ends. So that's why I don't believe in all that. Oh, the Puff killed Pac and Suge killed Biggie. Come on, bro. It's deeper than that shit. People gotta really think, bro. Let's use common logical sense. Why like people need to read books like R.J. Barnes' book and like watch the movie City of Lies with Johnny Depp. Just watch those things and you will see that all that shit goes back to the police, bro. It got nothing to do with gang members. It got something to do with the police. Come on, bro. Training Day was based on Rafael Perez and that whole crew. Alonzo is based on Rafael Perez. Let's keep it real. They was gangster police that had gang ties. Let's keep it real. So, of course, they gonna try to put it on Puff and put it on this one. They had to clean it up because they know that shit was getting exposed. So they had to clean it up. Listen, bro, I remember watching that whole Rampart documentary. They had a bunch of documentaries about Rampart, but I remember watching that documentary on Frontline back in the days in 13. They had so much scandal going on in LAPD, they had to clean it up. The crash unit had to clean it up. They could not allow how much was coming out because it date back to Rodney King. It date back to Daryl Gates. It just date back to all of that shit that was going on in the LAPD around that time that they had to fucking clean it up. It's just like the NYPD. You gotta understand, the two biggest corrupt police in that time frame, was the LAPD and the NYPD. They had the most corrupt police cases in the 90s. In the 90s. In fact, the biggest riots was in LA and New York in the 90s. Rodney King was in 92. Crown Heights was in 91. And then the second one was in 92 in Washington Heights. NYPD and LAPD was doing the same exact shit. They was dibbling dabbling in the drug shit, and they was dibbling dabbling in you know, extorting drug dealers. Come on, bro. So that's why when people say, "Oh no, man, that's some rapper East West," no, they had to make it look like it was some East and West shit. Come on, bro. You know, Russell Poole got killed because he was exposing shit. Just like Gary Webb. Look at Gary Webb, man. He died because he was exposing shit. So, like, that's why I never could go with that narrative of the bullshit that people keep saying. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think deep, and you think deep in that rabbit hole, bro, they want all them niggas locked up. They set up Suge at the Straight Outta Compton video shoot. He was not supposed to go to jail. He was not supposed to go to jail. He was supposed to die in that movie shoot. What happened was the hit failed, but he was not supposed to make it out of there alive. They was mad that he made it out alive, my nigga. They wanted him dead on that movie shoot. Because they was tired of the nigga. So, come on, bro. That's why, like, when you look at that case, the case wasn't solved, bro. It was deeper than rap. It was deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never got with that whole Puff and the shit that Chuck Phillips was saying, which he was you know, come on. That's why he was a disgraced journalist, because he lied. He lied. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, man. Keep believing this, man. Y'all gotta understand something, man. A lot of this shit is deeper than what people think it is, bro. It's deeper than what people think it is when it comes to this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They gonna make you believe that it's not, but it is. It's deeper than what it is. They gotta get certain people out the way, man. Cause they feel they bigger than they bridges. You know what I'm saying? Just look at what happened with Mike, man. He died because he owned a whole bunch of masters. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they took Suge money and went to the games on his tab, bro. That's how dirty them niggas was. How you could do some shit like that, bro? Y'all niggas was working for me, and y'all wait till I go to jail. That's how you know they set that man up. They set that man up. But it's gonna come out. Everybody go subscribe to the Gotti Gang Network. Shout out to Chilling with Love. Everybody go subscribe to the Gotti Gang Network, man. But yeah, with the whole shit with King Combs and 50, that's just crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? But I understand he defending his pops and shit. And you know, it is what it is. I can't get mad with that. Can't get mad with that. You know what I'm saying? Can't get mad with somebody defending their pops and the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? That they defended it in. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of motherfuckers don't do that, you know? And he riding for his family, you know? One thing I say about Puff, man, that nigga love his family, man. You can't knock the man. People say what they want about the man, but he do love his kids, you know? And his kids look at him as a hero. And you can't shit on somebody that they children look at them as a hero. They going ride for their daddy, man. You know what I'm saying? And in that situation with 50, you know, he had to ride for his people. You know, you know. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, what's up with Pat Poose, man? I'm seeing some shit with Pat Poose, man. Pat Poose is they say standing on business. What business he standing on? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real, right? That Pat Poose and Remy thing with the easy to block thing, that's kind of like messy. I don't like to even talk about that, man. I just think that's kind of crazy, you know, because a lot of people been online and they've been saying that Remy Ma got a new dude and they in a relationship and all that with another dude. Like, that's some messy assy shit, bro. I'm just telling y'all, man. Whatever they got, I just think that all the way around it's just messy, bro. It's just messy. You know what I'm saying? It got extremely messy online, man, because it's not looking good, man. Yo, let me say this, man, because I see y'all bringing with Selena Powell. Y'all keep talking about her, right? I don't trust none of these. I look at Selena Powell as like I look at what's the one? Not Superhead, Cat Stacks. Y'all remember Cat Stacks? Put one in the chat if y'all remember Cat Stacks. If y'all remember Cat Stacks. Cat Stacks was the Selena Powell of her era, right? I remember when Cat Stacks first fucking Q was fucking with her. Q from World Star, right? Cat Stacks was going online saying she had a relationship with every rapper. The homie Rug smacked the shit out of her on camera. But yo, she was like literally telling people she done slept with every rapper. This is what they do. Like exposing them, right? Until that one day she got caught lacking on camera and the homie Ruggs smacked the shit out of her pitifully. But she was talking about she fucked Nelly, she fucked Soldier Boy, she had sex with this one. And they ended up deporting her. Then they ended up deporting her ass. Ended up deporting Cat Stacks. Ended up deporting her. And she just kept lying, son. Like, lying like, okay, I get it. You fucked the nigga. But watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth. She just kept going. And the nigga Q kept hyping it up because that nigga Q had a thing for all them chicks like her. Cause Q was before Adam 22, they was Q from World Star. He had Cuban Lust. He had that one. He had this one. He had a whole bunch of them, right? Whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened to all of them. All them chicks that was under Q, you see what happened to them. They all turned out, drugged out, all type of bad shit happened to them. But why? Because they was doing too much. So the Selena Powell chick is no different than a Cat Stacks. She just Cat Stacks part two. You know what I'm saying? She Cat Stacks part two. And a nigga gonna humble her and gonna do the same thing Ruggs did to Cat Stacks. Cause see, they don't understand, sometimes you gotta watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch your mouth. You know? Oh yeah, I thank you. I thank you, beloved. Peace and blessings to you. Peace and blessings to you, man. I'm appreciative of that love, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing fine, man. Keeping it one day at a time, man. That's all I can do, man. Stay out the way, man. Stay out the mix up, man. These niggas ain't on shit. You feel me? They ain't on shit. They get themselves, They look for drama. You know what I'm saying? Smurf, what happened with Smurf? What happened with Banger? Oh, I'm glad we get into the street topic. So I want to really talk about the OG Mack thing because I've been seeing people been starting back talking about OG Mack, and I thank y'all for bringing this up. This is my opinion on OG Mack, right? OG Mack brought, and a lot of people can say whatever they want about him, but this is the thing, right? OG Mack was a teenager in 1987, right? Now people understand how NYPD was, just like I was talking about with LAPD. Police back in the 80s was brutes, was fucking brutes, okay? Fucking brutes. They'll beat you up, slap you up, kick you, stomp you, pull a chair from up under you. Like they was doing young dudes dirty back then, right? And if you ain't have no money for no lawyer, bro, you would have had to do anything. Perfect example, Central Park 5, right? Them young boys ain't have no legal representation, right? So they didn't understand, what they was doing was snitching. You got cops threatening you, cursing you out. It's like the scene in Juice. Remember the scene in Juice when they was sitting in there and they was talking to Steele and Bishop, and the cop was grabbing up Steele, just like at Sonny Carson when they was smacking up Sonny Carson. Well, they was doing Steele the same way. The cop that played in Juice was in Sonny Carson, right? Now you remember how they was smacking up Steele. He's like, yo, answer the question. I want to know. Who killed Porter? They was smacking him up. Well, that's how the police was back then. They smack you up, beat you up, do you all type of dirty, do you all type of filthy, just to get answers out of you. So whether it was a lie or it's the truth, this is why a lot of people's coming home. Because the cops was playing dirty tactics, using dirty tactics to get dudes' cases, right? So in OG Mack case, he was a young teenager. And for dudes, the crucified dude, when you getting assaulted by the police, they smacking you up, and they want to get an answer out of you. They ain't no, I ain't saying nothing. They gonna beat your ass the whole night. They may pistol whip you. And then they gonna take you to the hospital and patch you up. See, people don't understand how policing was back in them days. This before you got them footage. They ain't had no footage, nigga. They whoop your ass and patch you up, take you right to the hospital, patch you up, and then, have you sit in court like nothing happened to you. You might not make it to your court date. Whoop your ass again. So what happened with OG Mack was, you know, the police, under distress. He was under distress. So I don't look at a dude under distress as no informant nigga. He ain't got no legal representation. He ain't got no money. He doing what, just like I said, the Central Park did. Central Park 5. They wanted to get a case out of you, they do that. But dudes, just like with Fly Tie situation, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. Dudes under the stress, young, didn't have no money for no lawyer. You gonna do and say anything just to get out of that situation. They telling you, yo, all you gotta do is say this and you go home. That's how they used to tell them. Not knowing that they lying to them, But like I said, he was 17 years old. They talking about a dude that was 17. He wasn't no 19 years old. Where do people get this? He was 19. The shit, you can look it up, nigga. Niggas could look it up with OG Mack. It's on Wikipedia. It's in the paperwork. You can look it up. He was 17 years old with that whole situation they talking about. Facts. That's how police was back in them days. DJ, That's how they was. The people don't understand. The police back then, bro, was so dirty, they will shoot niggas, plant guns on them, do all type of shit. But people always look at it as like they look past that shit. And you gotta realize they wasn't playing fair in them days, the police. They was in the game too. They was on that type of timing. Pistol whipping, all type of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Extorting. So I don't know why people was acting like, yo, OG back, yo. Like, come on, bro. That's why I look at dudes. I say, this is why I say the streets is a lie and it's a myth. You know what I'm saying? They know OG Mack was 17 years old. Why do they keep talking about this situation when nigga been, you know what I'm saying? Why they keep talking about it? If the man was under distress and the police is whooping his ass, they're getting up, they already caught, they catch you for a crime, and they tell you you could go home if you just give us what we want. Let's give us what you want. You go home. If you don't, you ain't going home. And we gonna whoop your ass. So when these people be talking, I'm like, have y'all niggas been under interrogated? Do y'all niggas know what it is to have a police whoop your ass? Unless y'all niggas was singing like canaries. Y'all don't know what it is to be under distress. And there's a lot of people that has been under distress that basically did the same thing. OG Mack not the only one. You just saw Baby Sam just came back. Come on, man. Come on, man. You don't see a lot of these dudes that's getting these lawsuit money in all these states. Don't you see them when you watch the news? They start talking about dudes coming home because basically the police couldn't do their job to solve a murder, that they just put a murder on anybody. See, people don't watch none of these innocent programs with it. Look, perfect example, Murder in the Park. I tell anybody, go watch that documentary, Murder in the Park. It's about a dude in Chicago. This man, right, this man was locked up. He's the one did the murder, right? He was locked up for the murder. The dude's son, or no, the dude nephew, let me get that clear. Dude nephew, his wife nephew, was in jail and he had an issue. He was going to be murdered in the yard. The dude told the dude, I'm going to save your life, but you got to do this for me. The innocent program motherfuckers set this dude, this innocent man up. They had his wife lie. Okay, this is what they do. This is what they do. Had the wife lie on the man, and she told the truth. How the dude got home is they told the truth, right? They told the truth in the case. Told the truth. And said, we lied. We was under distress. So in these situations, that happens. That happens. You can't fault nobody. It happens, my nigga. It happens. But these niggas be really, it be the niggas that really be the snitches that really, like, I always look at it like this, right? Somebody got on and try to get at me talking about, yo, and I was in a comment said, yo, nigga don't be talking about, nigga, I have every right to say what the fuck I want to say, bro. You niggas ain't God, bro. Why don't you ask some of these, why the fuck was old boy Corey King in the motherfucking federal building from 1999 to 2001? Why he was in segregation from Pistol Pete, Mac 11, Maserati Fox, all these guys. Why he was in segregation? He basically was segregated from them when he was in Otisville and MCC, right? This is facts. Nobody talks about that. They talk about OG Mack, but don't you feel it that the whole UBN indictment came in 2001, and this man was giving them information late 98, going into 99, and he was in there proffering, doing all type of shit to get his time, and then when you go search him up on BOP, not in BOP custody, come on, man. Come on, man. But I tell people, it's a biasness in the streets. People have they picks of who they like. Who they like. Who they like is who they gonna support that tells. And who they don't like, they not gonna support them. It's always been like that. It's a biasness. They never gonna look at it on a perspective of, you know what? Man, he did fucking bad. We gotta call him out. But it's an agenda. You gotta understand the agenda is the agenda. They don't like OG Mack for their reasons. It's a reason why CK don't like OG Mack. Just like it's a reason why Shaquille don't like OG Mack. It's a reason. It's an agenda. They don't like the nigga. The reason why they ain't like the nigga? Because OG Mack had dudes reading books. OG Mack was pushing something totally different, and he didn't want his movement in the street. He wanted to stay in the jail like how BGF was. But he was on some reading books, 31 lessons, stuff like that. He was on some conscious shit. How you doing, Oz? How you doing, beautiful? He was on some conscious shit. But their agenda was, nah, we ain't on that. We on this street shit. That's why I tell people, go listen to what Super Slum talked about. How dudes was molesting dudes and turning them blood and all type of sick shit was going on for these dudes to become blood. Slashing innocent civilians. You know, you get what I'm saying? So when he came home and cleaned shit up, they didn't like that. They didn't like that he had ties with the dudes in the music industry. They didn't like that. They didn't like to see, oh, OG Mack, yo, that nigga got ties with this rapper, that rapper, this industry person. They didn't like that. They ain't like that. That's why I had to correct this white girl. She was talking about OG Mack. You don't know enough what you talking about. You going about Dawn Taylor. Dawn Taylor had an agenda. People like that got an agenda. His agenda was he ain't like OG Mack. It's like people got their agendas. Who they don't like and who they do like. Everybody got an agenda. If they didn't have an agenda, they wouldn't say the things that they say about certain people. Everything has an agenda with it. You know what I'm saying? But they can't say what it is. These dudes are suckers. And the real, like I talk to the real homies. Like that was really first generational bloods, bro. And they ain't feeling these niggas. They ain't feeling these niggas. They say, yo, these niggas are some bum ass niggas, and they should be getting money on here talking positive about bettering the community and helping the youth. Instead, they talking about Rikers Island shit. Still want to put snitch jackets on niggas, homosexual jackets on niggas. They still want to put jackets on niggas like they in jail. Dirty politicking. But you got to understand what type of dudes we're talking. We're talking about manipulators. We're talking about dudes that got they own agenda to feed their own egos. That's why dudes ain't rock with Shaquille or Corey King, because they got an agenda. Some manipulative agenda. I don't have an issue with Shaquille, but I think he's a manipulative dude. I think he's a manipulator. I think that he goes by his agenda is he has to push his agenda out there. Same thing with Corey King. These dudes gotta push their own agenda. That ain't real nigga shit. These is grown men in their 50s. You get me? Late 50s. Mid to late 50s. Shaquille's almost in his 60s. Still talking about blood politics. CK is in his mid 50s. Still talking about blood politics. You get what I'm saying? 54 years old, still talking about blood politics. Shaquille, 50, almost 58 years old. You get what I'm saying? So, this is why I say these dudes is the reason why the youth is the way it is. Because these dudes is poisoning the babies. And these is dudes that's God bodies, man. Former God bodies. They know what they doing ain't living proof. But do they care? No. They don't care. Because they got an agenda that they gotta push. And then when you really see what the agenda they gotta push, then you understand who's the hidden hand behind their agenda. Dudes gotta be realistic. Gotta be realistic. That's why I said what I said. I don't agree with none of these dudes. Y'all talking about OG Mack. I don't like OG Mack. Cool. But OG Mack is in ADX fighting, trying to get home. He almost lost his life in there. Okay? He fighting to come home. Y'all dudes still talking about back in the day shit. Y'all mad because of what? All right? Y'all mad at the nigga because he founded something that you niggas ain't had the whole. The nigga founded the whole shit, bro. He could dub the shit right now. All of it. They gotta understand something. When Deadeye, shout out to Deadeye McKenzie, came on my platform. Shout out. Y'all heard what he said out his mouth about these dudes. These dudes, you gotta look at it, right? Why is it that the dudes that's doing life in prison, right, don't got nothing to say? But the dudes that been home got a lot to say. Things that make you go, And that's all I got to say about that. Now, I want to get into the Math Hoffa situation. And I want to talk about the before I get into Math Hoffa, I want to talk about the Trap Ross. What is it named? Trap Ross Law. Trap Law Ross. Yeah, dude from London. I don't have an issue with his platform. I like his platform. I think he's cool. You know, like he's from the UK. You know, I can't call him a vulture because I don't know the guy. He might be a hip hop fan. I don't know. I watched his channel quite a few times. One of his videos he did, he had some wrong information, and I want to get in contact with him to correct him on a couple videos he had did talking about certain individuals I know. He didn't talk the facts in there. But I mean, I don't have an issue with dude. I think he has a channel that he's doing this content. He's not trying to be something that he's not. I can't call him. I don't know him to call him a vulture. You know, like the other dudes, You could just see from their character they vultures. You know, the 1090 jigs, the Adam 22s, the Vlads. You already know they vultures. You know what I'm saying? Just by their conversations, just what they do. But like the Trap Ross law, like I said, I can't call a dude a vulture. I don't know him to be a vulture. I watched his channel quite a few times. I just don't understand what's his what he loves so much about like the Chicago thing. You know, I think he could take his platform to a whole nother level and do documentaries. That'll be dope. But you know, it is what it is. I don't have no issue with the dude. But let me say this about uh Mav Hoffa. So I'm watching everything that's going on with Mav Hoffa. I was on Big Chuck platform, right? And this is my opinion on the shit that's going on with Mav Hoffa, right? Mav Hoffa messed up a whole platform that could have been great for himself. But when you got a huge ego, you got to watch people with huge egos because they show you who they truly is. Egos can be a motherfucker. And the situation with Mav Hoffa is he got the bag and he forgot those that helped him. Now, SO, Heineken, Champ, Bigger, they all added a lot to his platform. Whether you like it or not, even Mecca. I mean, if you really look at the platform, right? Right? If you really look at what SO did, he brought interviews there. He did a whole lot of shit. You look at what Champ did, he brought interviews there too. You look at Heineken, he did things too. And then you look at a Bigger, he's the reason why you got the barbershop. So I always believe never bite the hand that feeds you. But when your ego is so huge and you feel like you the man and you don't owe nobody nothing, you gonna always feel like so fucking what? You know what I'm saying? You know? You know? And the thing with Mav Hoffa is Mav is a funny style dude. He let the money change him. Soon as he started getting the money, you started to see. Just look, I always believe in this, right? A nigga that ain't never had a bum with money gonna show you who the fuck they is. A nigga that never had money, that never been in position, gonna show you the type of individual they is. So when you look at Mav, you see he leveling up the clothing, the jewelry, the fashion. Everything is leveling up for him in life, right? Because this is a nigga that wasn't even making the type of money he's seeing right now. The type of money he was making before when he was battle rapping wasn't a type that he was seeing battle rapping. You know what I'm saying? So now he got the prima donna ego. The prima donna ego. And when you got the prima donna ego, it's just like, per example, Jim Jones, right? Look at Jim Jones in Cam, right? Jones bit the hand that fed him. Cam put him in his position. He thought he was bigger than Cam. You can't be bigger than Cam. Cam is the one that gave you the opportunity to tour the world with him, put you on his albums, put you in position to be a part of his agglomerate. And then the first chance you get, you try to kick the man out of his business. You join the side, even though his beef with 50 wasn't that crazy, but you join the side of 50 and you act like this ain't your man's. They can show you who they is, just how they move. And the thing with math is Soon as he saw that paper and he started getting in that conversation, he started acting funny with his niggas, talking about, yo, you can't do interviews here, you can't go here, you can't go there. How you gonna tell grown men that they can't do this, they can't do that? I don't be understanding that. Niggas gotta eat. They can't count on you for them to eat. And Math thought, no, I didn't see the papers. I know about the case. Like I said, I don't me personally, I think it's a money grab. The lawyer trying to make a name for himself. I already said it earlier. You gotta watch it live earlier. But the thing with Math is like, yo, how you gonna try to shit on these niggas when it wasn't like these niggas was leeching off of you? They added to the platform. But Math feel like, nigga, I'm the big kahuna. Y'all niggas gotta follow my lead. And that right there shows that Math is not a team player. He a selfish dude. He like yes men around him. And I'm telling you, Mecca gonna be the next one to leave Math platform. You know what I mean? I don't have a beef with Math, but I feel like the way you operate is type corny because these niggas came in there. Y'all had a great type of bill going. And the thing is like, let's keep it real, right? Look at LeBron James, the Shop podcast, right? All those guys is LeBron's guys. Merrick Carter, that's his guy, right? You see why the Shop is so successful as a podcast? Because them niggas is friends in real life. You know? It's not like, you know, thing. Not to say that dudes wasn't friends, but if you got dudes that got their egos and they don't want to share the spotlight, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And a lot of these podcasts never work for a reason. Okay? It never worked for a reason. You know? And in Math case, it wasn't going to work because Math is a dude that's a me type of dude. And if you look at that whole scenario, it was going to end the way it ended. Yeah, it does. I got vinyl. Y'all want to see my vinyl collection? Hold on, I showed y'all my vinyl collection, did I? Hold on. Oh man, I got a whole lot of vinyl in my backyard, in my shed. Well, it's not really a shed. It's like a storage house. I got vinyl in there, and at my other house, I got vinyl over there. So I got like a lot of vinyl. But I can show you some of the vinyl. Hold on. If I ain't show y'all all of it, I can show y'all some of the vinyl. So y'all know who this is, Mahalia Jackson. And y'all know this album. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you ain't got this, my nigga, I got a record player upstairs. Y'all ain't got this, my nigga. This is that Thriller, nigga. Y'all don't got this in your collection, my nigga. You know how much this is worth? You know how much this album right here is worth? It's a lot of money. A lot of money. It's Michael Jackson Thriller. Classic. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to just show y'all. I'm not going to show y'all all. I'm going to show y'all certain records. Show y'all certain records. Oh, man. Isaac Hayes. Come on, man. Got a lot. Taste of Honey. Come on, man. Uh-oh. Mr. Bob Marley. Come on, man. I got a lot of vinyl right here. A lot of vinyl. A lot of records. Aretha Franklin. Hold on. I got Prince in here too. Prince in here. I got a whole lot of records. I'm telling you, this right here is a producer's dream. This is a producer's dream. This type of vinyl, Millie Jackson. This is a producer's dream right here. I'm just letting y'all know that. If you're a producer, this is your dream to have vinyl like this. Any producer be like, yo, damn, son. Do you know how much I gotta pay to get vinyl? You know how much I gotta pay to get vinyl? Vinyl like this? Teddy Pendergrass, nigga? Come on, bro. Come on. Tina Turner. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying, man. This is a producer's dream, bro. When you talk about vinyl, you talk about production and producing and stuff like that. Like, it's a producer's dream. Come on, Shaft. Shaft, my nigga. Come on, bro. It's a producer's dreams. Purple Rain. Prince. Come on, bro. It's a producer's dream to have that in a collection, bro. You a producer, you be like, damn, son, that nigga Gotti got the ultimate classics. Yeah, ultimate. A whole lot of them. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull out one of my favorite albums. One of my favorite albums right here. I'm about to show y'all some shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Al Green, baby. Still in Love with You. Classic. Classic, boy. It's a producer's dream. As I told you, I got a lot of vinyl. A lot of vinyl. If I was a producer, I got a gold mine right here. Got a whole gold mine. Imagine the records I'm gonna show you in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a classic album, bro. And right there, man. That's what I said, man. That's a producer's dream, man. When you about music, see, that's how you know I'm a music lover. Like, I just grew up around music, so I love music. So, and I love all different types of music, not just hip hop, R&B, jazz, folk, pop, rock, gospel, whatever. I just love music. You know what I'm saying? When you a lover of music, you appreciate classic vinyl like that. You appreciate classic music like that. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't appreciate it. They depreciate music. You know? So a lot of people gotta understand, man. When you got classic vinyls, because vinyl, let me tell you something. Vinyl is thousands to it's to $100,000 to $1 million. This vinyl right here costs. If you sell vinyl like this in an auction, bro, you making a shitload of money. Shitload of money. Just off of vinyl. Because you can't get your hands on that, and producers love vinyl. Because you got a lot of producers that produce music. So they love to have classic vinyl like that because you can't find a rare classic. Especially if it's a record where nobody ever produced the record. They be like, damn, son. Yeah, I got Charlie, yeah. I got Charlie Parker. Yo, you saw that Charlie Parker? I got Charlie Parker. I got Miles Davis. I got all of them in there, man. I got Lonnie Liston. Ahmed Jamal. I got that in the yard. Ahmed Jamal. I love Charlie Parker. I love the movie. His movie, Bird, was a dope movie. You know what I'm saying? Jazz, I'm gonna tell you something about Charlie Parker and Thelonious Monk. You know what I'm saying? Great musicians, man. You know what made those guys great? Was that all those guys was all on heroin, man. But they made the best fucking music. It's crazy. They all was on heroin, but made the best fucking music in jazz. You know? Was the best. Best. You know, people don't know about Ahmad Jamal, but if you don't know about Ahmad Jamal, he's the best pianist in jazz. Quincy Jones. I got Quincy Jones. Matter of fact, I got Quincy Jones in here too. Quincy Jones, I got his album in there. Especially the one where you Body Heat. I got Body Heat in there. It's a classic album, Body Heat by Quincy Jones. You know what I'm saying? Now, music ain't the same. But music back then, it was an appreciation of music. People appreciate music. You see, that's why artists don't like touring in the States. They like touring overseas because people overseas don't depreciate music. They appreciate music. You understand what I'm saying? But in America, they depreciate music. Like, it's like if you ain't hot, we ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the fucked up part about it. If you ain't hot, we ain't fucking with you. Oh, we ain't fucking with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But yeah, Math Hoffa's a diva, man. Math Hoffa's a diva. I think the problem with Math Hoffa is that he thinks he's bigger than the program. And there's nothing wrong with being bigger, but it's no I in team, bro. And that's what he don't understand is like, nigga, you got a team. Why is you trying to shit on your team, bro? But Math Hoffa is a dude that he's selfish about the spotlight. He want the spotlight all on him, my nigga. And it don't work. It don't work like that. Yeah, Charlie Parker was definitely high. Ray Charles was high. All that good music Ray Charles was doing, he was high off of heroin, bro. You gotta realize a lot of those artists in the 40s, in the 50s, and in the 60s was all on dope. Even in the 70s. Some of them was on dope, but a lot of them was on coke. But dope was so big in them 60s and 50s and 40s with musicians, bro. They all was on it. Billie Holiday. All of them, man. All of them, man. All of them, man. And they made beautiful music, but they was high. They was strung out on heroin. They was strung out on it, man. I love Nina Simone. Nina Simone. She was a prostitute and she was on heroin. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But they made, you know what I'm saying? That was the go-to drug with coke. Coke was the go-to drug. You know, even Malcolm X, people don't know this, but he sniffed dope and he sniffed coke. Malcolm X sniffed dope and coke. You know what I'm saying? When he was Red, Detroit Red. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, John Coltrane is my guy. I fucks with John Coltrane. Love John Coltrane. One of the greatest. How you doing, Annie? Yeah, Charlie Parker was just if you ain't never watched, I tell people, if you ain't never watched his autobiography movie with Forrest Whitaker, Bird, go watch that movie, Bird. Forrest Whitaker play him, man. You know what I'm saying? Powerful movie. I love that movie with Forrest Whitaker, Bird. The dude he was high. He was getting high like really, bro. Like, and them guys was talented. Dizzy Gillespie and all them guys was talented. You know what I'm saying? But they had habits, man. They had habits. Oh, I appreciate that, Annie. How you been, though? No, it's an ego thing. Math Hoffa's an ego. He has an ego, bro. He has an ego. That's what it is. He has an ego. Yeah, yeah. Clint Eastwood definitely directed Burr. He was a big fan of Charlie Parker. Clint Eastwood, big fan of Charlie Parker. Yo, you know what's crazy? Yo, yesterday I was watching an interview with my son. Damn, he played with fucking Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan. I was watching an interview with Jim Jordan, right? That used to play on the Mavericks, right? That used to date Tony Braxton. And he was talking about how him and Jason Kidd beef started over Tony Braxton, my nigga. And I was like, yo, Tony Braxton must be had some fucking fire ass pussy, bro. She must be had some fire ass pussy, man. That James Jordan that motherfucking Jason Kidd was beefing over that shit. I was like, damn, nigga. They fucked up a whole Dallas Maverick team over fucking Tony Braxton, my nigga. That's some ill shit, bro. I'm like, damn, son, like, and when he said this shit, cause for years, Jason Kidd and Jim Jackson, they never talked about it, right? For years, right? They never talked about that Tony Braxton is the reason why the Dallas Mavericks team broke up. They never talked about it for all them years. Never talked about it. Till he was on, I forgot whose show he was on. He started talking. I was like, damn, son. Y'all really fucked up a whole team over some pussy. Pussy she was good, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know. That's how you know, son. Back in the 90s, son. Them chicks, man, have niggas beefing, bro. That's a different type of pussy, bro. Matt Hoffa always been a hater, bro. Y'all don't remember his claim to fame was punching Dose in the face? What do you expect from a dude that punched a dude that was smaller than him in the face? Sucker punched him. And then he sucker punched Sirius Jones. What do you expect from a nigga like that, bro? Come on, man. That ain't nothing. You expecting what you expecting. You expecting what has already been proven and well documented. Dude just he do cornball shit. You know, he do cornball shit. Yo, they saying Vlad, I heard people saying that Vlad got the professor fired from a job and shit, right? And they canceling Vlad. I mean, niggas should have been canceled Vlad when he said what he said about Minister Farrakhan. I don't know why niggas still fuck with Vlad. But, you know, niggas love bullshit. So you can't be mad at Vlad for doing what he do. Because niggas love bullshit. You feel me? It's like people don't get in their mind that Vlad is doing what motherfuckers want him to do. You know? And it is what it is. But that's just what it is. You know? Bullshit is bullshit. And it is what it is. I can't be mad. I can't hate on it. It's just bullshit. Math, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Math do come off as a sucker. On a lot of shit, he comes off as a sucker because of his movements. But you cannot be surprised by a man like that, bro. If the man snuffed the man that he's having a battle rap with and it's money on the line, he fucked up a whole battle. What do you expect from a nigga like that in business, bro? So people gotta be realistic with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. See, one thing about Math, bro. Math is an emotional dude, bro. And he was wrong on so many levels how he talked about homie. But it is what it is. He's just a jealous dude. I don't get why he jealous because nigga, you in position, nigga, you shouldn't even be jealous. But listen, you can't tell a nigga how to move and how to operate. These niggas' mentality, it just shows you what type of dudes these dudes be when they get that money and they get that bag. You get what I'm saying? Like even with the whole thing, like people say, yo, people hating on Shannon Sharpe. I don't think people hate Shannon Sharpe. I just think that people look at Shannon Sharpe and say Shannon Sharpe could do better with his platform. Because a lot of the shit that Shannon Sharpe do, it does come off messy. I mean, when he does the part, when he interviews certain people. You know what I'm saying? But I still like his podcast. I think he got one of the best podcasters in the game. But Math Hoffa, on the other hand, nigga, he fucked up his whole brand by doing what he did to the niggas that was riding with him in the beginning. He could have had something legendary if he didn't do what he did. But egos is egos, nigga. He didn't have to do Champ like that. He didn't have to do SO like that. He didn't have to do Heineken like that. He didn't have to do Space Ghost like that. He didn't even have to do bigger like that. But egos is egos. Once a nigga feel the way they feel, it is what it is. You know? It is what it is. I can't feel bad because this is how these dudes operate. When they get in position, they act like prima donnas. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas don't act like that. But hey, my nigga, when you got your panties in a bunch and you moving like a hoe, what you expect? You know? But it is what it is, man. You can't be mad at them niggas. You just gotta say, God bless you, bruh. Gotta say, God bless you, bruh. You know? Niggas was just ridiculous how they operate. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I saw something, right? I want to say this, though. Because I saw this sucker dude, Gully TV, talking about Southwest T, right? And I'm going to say this, right? Why everybody hating on Big Meech? What's the beef with Big Meech? Like, everybody got an issue with Big Meech, bro. But, hey, it is what it is. That's all I wanted to say. But, yeah, man. Math Hoffa's a sucker, man. He bad for business. You know, he's no different than, you know what I'm saying? I don't even got no beef with Hassan, but he's no different than Hassan. He's no different than Gully TV. You know, niggas with big egos, Queens Flip, and they got narcissism with them. They don't feel like niggas gotta fall in line and they like yes men around them. They don't like to see niggas win because they mindset is they mindset. You feel me? And once you have a mindset, a closed-minded mindset like that, you gotta always shake your head and say, man, God bless you. Y'all niggas is crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes on YouTube, they all the same. They all the same. They all the same. I've never been that type of dude because I learned in life, bro, don't never have a huge ego. I could be an egomaniac, but I choose not to because that's not how I want to come in this game. You know what I'm saying? I don't want niggas to hate me. I want niggas to fucking love and respect what I'm coming, what I'm kicking. Niggas just want to be hated because they got insecurities. You know, niggas is insecure on who they are as men. You know what I'm saying? I've never been an insecure dude. Y'all see, I don't niggas say a whole lot of shit about me, but I don't let it affect me, bro. Cause I got tough skin, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got tough skin. I build my own lane up. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be on no narcissism. These niggas is narcissistic because that's just what it is. And a lot of these dudes you see, they get their calm in the end. Look at Queens Flip. Queens Flip had the biggest ego. He had to humble himself when he started working for your mans, Joe Buttons. He had to humble himself. He had the biggest, what? Queens flip. You couldn't tell that nigga nothing. He thought his shit ain't stink. And then what happened with him? He had to go work for another nigga because his shit started slowing down. You get what I'm saying? This is what happens when you don't have, when your shit don't be pure, nigga, and you got a lot of shit with you that's never been Bullets Gotti. That's why these niggas don't like me, cause I'm not them, my nigga. Mine, we just different type of niggas. You know? Just different type of niggas. You know? These dudes got egos. And once you got egos, big, huge egos, it is what it is. I ain't never had no ego. I ain't never been no ego maniac type of nigga. These niggas is ego maniac. They have narcissism at a whole, at an all-time high. They narcissism is just so crazy that it's like, damn, dog. Like y'all niggas is that egotistical. But why y'all egotistical? It's because y'all don't understand that. Shout out to St. Louis, man. I got a lot of family in St. Louis, man. My my great grandfather went to St. Louis and had some other kids, my grandfather's father. So I got family in St. Louis. I want to go out there and meet my family in St. Louis, man. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis is dope. You know, the show me state, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of family in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of family, bro. You know what I'm saying? People be like, yo, Gotti, you got mad family. I don't even know I got this many family until I go to the family reunions, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. People gotta understand, man. Go to your family reunions, man. Cause you get to know who your family really is, man. I ain't know I was related to a lot of people until I went to family reunions. You know what I'm saying? Until I met a lot of, my relatives and shit. So I really got a lot, like I tell people, I got relatives everywhere, across the country. So, that's a beautiful thing to have family, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. One of my cousins, I ain't even know he's my cousin until he said his last name and we related to the same people. He was in the fucking manosphere, and I was like, yo, you family, nigga. He said his last name. I'm like, nah, that's family. Cause that's my uncle. And that's my uncle family. So you be surprised, man, who your family be, man. You don't know your family, you know what I'm saying? So I tell people that, man, it be strange, man. Nah, I don't hit back in there. You know what happened with family, man? Money, bro. Money fucks up a lot of family relationships. Like right now, my family is like going through that right now because money and ego. You know what I'm saying? Once the money and the ego get involved, man, it fucks up your family life, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow money and that bullshit fuck up your family, bro. Because once that, it leaves a bad bit of taste, man. And I hate that shit. I hate that money ruins a lot of families, man. Hate that shit, man. That shit be bullshit, man. It shouldn't be like that, man. But, that's the world we live in, man. That shit is evil, my nigga. And it leave a lot of people, and I'm telling you, a lot of people being disdained, man, right now, man. My family feeling it right now over money, man. Over money, people is beefing in my family, bro. Just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's to the point that you can't even like get together, unless it's a motherfucking funeral. I hate that I gotta see my families at funerals and we don't see each other at family reunions or family get-togethers. We see each other at funerals. It used to be we see each other at a family cookout or a family reunion. We don't see each other at them type of events. We see each other at death. So I always say, man, life is too short to be holding grudges and malices, man. I lost a lot of people, bro, and I tell y'all that all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? The world is so fucking evil, man, that it's time to get right, man. I tell people, man, for the last couple of years, bro, 6 years, I lost a lot of family members, man. On both sides of my family, on my pop side, on my mother's side. I just was losing people, man. You know what I'm saying? And going in every day, people is getting sick. People is leaving here. People is fighting for their life. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no time to be beefing with niggas, man. It's time to get right, man, and stay out of that bullshit. But yeah, man, I've been here for a good while with y'all, man. I've been rapping it with y'all, man. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. We did a good, extraordinary live. We chopped it up about a whole lot of different topics. And like I tell y'all all the time, man, just stay blessed, man. Stay out the way. Um, don't let the haters, don't let the haters stop what you got going. And you know the haters don't like me, man. They don't like that I'm doing what I'm doing, man. I'm proud of the people that support me, man. We done reached 100,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people this all the time, man. Without the supporters, man, where would I be, man? You know, it's the supporters that got me where I'm at, man. That had me with a viral, video and all this. And, you know, hey man, you gotta be blessed, man. God don't make mistakes, my nigga. He don't make mistakes. So salute to everybody, man.